Yo, I stay wildin'. I forgot we got the new one.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the knights at a round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop and move earth. Blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Word play on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. When they're looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.
It's me again. It's me again. It's the voice of the Knights of the Round Table. Your host, T, aka Tori, aka DJ Not Famous. Still not trying to get no gigs. I'm still in the house practicing in the back room. You know, hey, we back here on another Wednesday. Like I said, I want to give another shout out to Blue Benji Blaze for that fire track. Hit the intro for blessing our instrumental with them bars. Check them out on Apple Music. Like I say, he got his EP. Once again, Blue Benji Blaze. We back here at Knights of the Round Table on a Wednesday, another Wednesday with a new topic, new stuff to discuss. Hey, we talk about everything on hip hop, but before we get started, we're going to start with my co-hostess by introducing yourself. You know, we was missing 2 last week. You know, me and my boy held it down, but we, you know, we got one of them back and we missing one today, but we're going to continue. Let them go ahead and introduce yourself, starting from the left to my right.
Man, you already know who it is. It's your boy Rico, aka Rico House Party. Ain't no party if I ain't in the house. So if I wasn't here, nah, my boys hold it down, man. I apologize for missing last week. Listen, I am here. I'm back. I'm ready. Let's get it.
It's your boy Lucky Luciano, man. Voice of the youth, bro. Respect the youth. Hate these old niggas.
Here you go with these old jokes again. Hey. Like I said last week, yo, me and Lucky Luch, we held it down, man. I think we had a good
last week.
Hey. I'm just touching on what we did last week.
He sounds like a hater.
I'm ready for the day. I'm excited. Let's get it.
Oh, okay. I know you're excited.
If you want to know about last week, check out last week on 119 Media Group. Make sure you go on YouTube. Make sure you go like, share, and comment. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Stop playing with us.
Okay.
Today.
I know, right?
All right.
Out there advertising us real quick. We also on Spotify too. You know, under 119. We know we're trying to get it. Like I said, hey, party's coming up soon, so we know we definitely got to get it in before things start trying to shut stuff down.
We ain't even gonna talk that into existence.
But you know, we still got to get ahead of the curve, though. Hey, like I said last week, me and Luch held it down. Me and Luch held it down and stuff. So we back at it this time. You know. With the rest of our team except one. That's good. It's cool. It's cool though. I ain't mad at it. Hey,
it don't matter as long as Jordan on the court.
Ooh,
and I'm here.
Don't do that.
Hey.
You could be Rodman. You could definitely be Rodman.
Rodman
was
I stick with my boy.
Listen.
The Black Mamba.
Listen. I got a
copy.
Happy belated birthday.
I got the two youths over here battle over Jordan and LeBron and Kobe and all.
Nobody mentioned him.
I mentioned LeBron. I be him. I do everything. I'm all around.
So we good.
I'm all around. I do everything well.
So how y'all week going so far, man? How y'all week going before we get into this topic? Anybody come to the table? Talk. What's up? What's going on? How y'all week going? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. I mean, shoot, weekend not far away. How you doing? How your week going?
I be chilling, bro. He the one with all the excitement going on.
I'm debating on going to Vegas or not. I don't know.
Oh man, okay, that's what's up. I'm going to Hawaii now.
No, I ain't going to Hawaii, bro. I might.
Hey, no. All jokes aside, though, like we started planning a trip for Hawaii next summer, though. Man, listen, bro. Next June 28th through the 31st, we doing Hawaii. Man,
all the nights of the round table come.
Yeah, no, all jokes aside, though, y'all more than welcome. Like I'll show y'all off, man. The Airbnb joint we got, it's like a 13.
Hey, that'd be a dope show.
It's like a 13 bedroom. Listen, we can shoot a podcast in there. It's a 13 bedroom, like 7 bathrooms. It's just huge, bro.
Hey, I'm actually, I already got a trip coming up for DR, so it's different. It's different.
It's lit.
Yeah, so I got some stuff coming up too. All right, man, we're going to get into the topic today. Today, we're going to talk about top tier artists. But the only thing is different about the top tier artists that we're talking about, we're going to talk about them through decades. We're going to start out with some top tier artists that, that some people might know, might not know. I got the youth here today. So it's basically just, the youth versus the old nigga, how Lucci say it, you know what I mean? So my first question is about top tier. What is your definition of a top tier artist? Not stating anyone that right now, but like what's your definition of a top tier artist? Why do you consider them a top tier artist?
I mean, when you say top tier, I think they bring the all around. It's the jack of all trades. I can put on the show. I got bars. I got hits. Top tier, you gotta hit each and every last one of them, but not just hit them. You have to excel in each category. Be top tier.
What you think?
I don't know. I might disagree with that. Like all around, like I understand the all around argument. Like that's very important to be all around, like to be the top artist. But no, like there's some people who just transcend everything. Like when I say top tier, like that, like because top tier is also, we have to break it down. Because there's the super, there's the elites, there's the you can't touch them, the Mikes, the Princes, there's those. And then there's the other people. Like certain people just have reached God status to where you just can't do nothing with it. Like Tupac and Biggie. There's just certain things you just never gonna say. You say anybody better than them is blasphemous. You get what I'm saying? So do we put them in top tier? Or do we, are you gonna say, because then after them is the J's, the Nas, the M's, it's them. So it's like, where do you,
we're gonna get into that.
So that's how I look at it, though. But it's like, to me, top tier is just the people who transcended the genre that they were in. You can't just be the biggest hip hop. Like you got to be a rapper that transcended rapping to me to be the top tier.
Okay, so the definition of top tier, just top tier, period. It says the highest level of quality. So we're gonna speak about artists that we felt that put out the highest level of quality. But we're gonna break this down by stating through the decades. So we're gonna start off with the 80s. So if you did your homework and we should be able to have some 80 rappers that you can mention, that I'm gonna mention, and you're gonna tell me if you think they was top tier during their times in the 80s. I mean, because there's a lot of rappers that out here. I mean, so I didn't want to lump them all together right now because I know some will probably get missed and some won't get missed and some will get mentioned that probably wouldn't think that. So that's why I'm gonna break it down in decades first. So we're gonna do 80s, 90s, then we're gonna do the 2000, and then we're gonna break it down.
Hold on. Let me ask a question.
Yes.
Some people bleed into eras.
You're right.
How
you're
are they?
So I'm gonna mention the artists, and you tell me you feel that they was top tier during their decade. We're gonna start with 80s first.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna mention some artists, and you're gonna tell me, do you think they were top tier during their decade? And if you think they were top tier during their decade, and because if you did your homework, I know. Hey, you got a reason why you think they was top tier, and I'm gonna give my opinion why I think if they was top tier during their times.
I got a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got your buddy?
Oh, what? Miss me with that?
I'm just making sure.
Oh, we definitely.
Okay,
I'm definitely got that.
I missed last week.
We hit you with that a couple of times too when you was in here. Then we brought up some stuff you spoke about, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so one of the first artists that came up on this list for the 80s, really originated like in 1981. Kool Moe Dee. Do you think he was a top tier artist during his time?
That's hard.
Do you know anything about Kool Moe Dee?
I do.
Okay.
Because I want to say yes because I'm a fan, but I wasn't there, so it's kind of hard for me to judge where he at. Because I am a fan of Kool Moe Dee. I do think he was dope as hell. Like he just had style. Like he was one of the first swaggy niggas like that I know from back then. Like he just was swaggy, like cool swaggy. Because y'all had some weird stuff going on back then. Like, he was just cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I would say he was top tier. I would say Kool Moe Dee was top tier.
Well, Anthony said not really. He said he don't think he was that Kool Moe Dee was. What you think, Rico? You think he was top tier back then? Was he a top tier artist? Did he do what he had to do?
I mean, I'm gonna just answer that question like to me it's like longevity. Is you still putting Kool Moe Dee on? I mean, if you, I can't tell you about a time that I didn't live in.
That's why I broke it down to decades.
But that's what I'm saying. When I go back and listen to the music,
yeah,
like it's cool. This is cool.
I mean, I'm talking for the decade. So back then, yeah, because you didn't live in.
But you got other artists that
it was some. That's what I'm saying. That's where it gets hard.
That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you from my perspective.
There's some killers that
when I listen to it now, it's like
off rip.
Okay, that's
off rip. I know they're on your list. It's somebody on top of my head where I'm like, damn.
Okay, but according to this list,
you talking about the whole game?
I didn't know. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
I'm just talking about the 80s.
I'm gonna say no
for the 80s. We're talking about the 80s. Now, according to this list that I got that I looked up, in 1981, Kool Moe Dee had it for that year. So that's why all these people I'm mentioning took it that year. So now I'm going to the next. I'm going to next year, 1982. They saying Melly Mel, was he a top tier artist?
No. In my mind, there's only like two people.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Listen, just real quick.
All right.
To me, there's only legitimately like two people. Because if we're gonna say an era, because everybody has had a year where they wowed out that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying for the 80s.
So it's hard to because it's like a year, cool. What you do for the rest of you if you was mid the rest of it, can I call you top tier?
No,
but you wowed out that year. It's really only like two people that I could think of off top in the 80s that wowed out through the 80s though.
Okay, what about Run from DMC?
Facts.
Come on, stop.
Top tier.
Facts.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, wait,
no.
Just hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah, that changes. We're just talking about Run.
I was waiting for the DMC. You were just like Run, like Reverend Run.
They said, Run.
Nah,
he was Run. He wasn't Reverend yet, but he was just Run.
I did forgot he was solo before he. No, definitely not. 100% no.
What about LL?
Yes,
stop playing.
Facts.
He was top tier.
100%.
What made him top tier?
The 80s was his.
Listen, if you wanted to be on that top tier mountain, you had to go through him.
Facts. He was the gatekeeper.
I've seen enough. You got to go through him especially back then.
If you pull up hits from the 80s, 5 of them coming to him.
Yeah,
5, 6, like they coming with him. He was wilding.
And he ate Kool Moe Dee.
You hear me? We ain't gonna talk about it, but I still think he didn't eat him, but like he won. But we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, he was the battle rapper killer back then. Like you came in, he definitely had the diss tracks starting back on the 80s. Okay,
bro, different, bro.
Yeah,
he was wilding on stuff.
KRS-One.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I don't like him,
easily.
But yeah,
easily.
Why you say easily? He was a top tier.
The boy go hard.
Lyrically, lyrically, based off the definition of top tier, he gave a bunch of quality out.
No, if you say based off of the criteria that we gave earlier to start this, he wouldn't be considered it. But if we're talking about skill level and who you remember from the 80s, he would 100% be on everybody's list. But if we're talking about numbers and everything, nah, he wouldn't be though. Which is crazy.
I can't take KRS-One off.
Not if we're gonna say LL. If we say LL top tier, I can't.
I mean, but he may be like the bottom of the top tier. Still a bottom.
Still a bottom of the top tier. He could be bottom top tier. It's mid and this top tier. Cool. He could be bottom top tier.
He could be bottom top tier. You can't take KRS. You got to take the 80s away.
He fathered a lot of the lyrical miracles.
It's the 80s, but it's not the 80s without him.
Right. That's a fact. You can't tell a story of hip hop in this 80s without KRS-One. That's a fact.
True. That's facts. That's facts. Okay.
That nigga said run. No DMC. That's
no Run. Yeah. Run.
That's so
Run.
crazy.
But hold up. But Run was a better rapper than DM.
But who's running without DM?
You're right. Because that's what you're used to.
The aura. No. It ain't even just that. Like some people, like that group aura was just different.
Yeah,
I don't think he has the same aura outside of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like that aura from them was lit.
Yeah, shout out to DMC. I know him personally. He lived from around away from where I was at back home in Jersey. Rakim,
Facts.
yo, always will be top tier for me.
100%.
I didn't even know if you needed my answer.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even.
You knew
Yeah.
my answer.
Yeah,
So hold on. So you
Nigga,
said top tier is like 10, right?
technique
Huh?
still.
The number is like 10, right?
it doesn't matter. It's just we just classify them. Not, I mean, you're not saying. I'm just saying top tier. I mean, because
right now, okay, so right now,
we just doing
right
the
now-
80s.
Right now, all we got is we got KRS One,
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Running tab of this.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, cool. We got
already
Rakim,
know.
LL Cool J, KRS One. Nah, bro, that's the 80s. We good so far. We got the killers.
All right. I'm glad y'all keeping the tab on because I'm keeping the tab on it too because I tell you, I got questions. I always got questions gonna roughen the table.
KRS One,
Uh huh.
LL Cool J,
And
Rakim.
Rep. Okay.
Yeah, we good.
All right. Slick Rick.
Yes. Well, yes. How would you say no? Said the father of storytelling.
I love it.
You better say yes.
I love it.
If you say
I
no,
love it.
Rico, you go to the other side of the table.
I just saw a Slick Rick
Ain't no
concert.
way.
He had the biggest medallion I've ever seen in my life.
Still,
He lit.
facts. That's another one of them ones though. Like you can't take him out of that conversation.
All right. Big Daddy Kane.
Oh snap!
See what I'm saying? It gotta be a number.
Gotta stop. Yeah,
So
He's
we got
part of the
LL,
80s.
KRS One.
LL will be at the top of the like he'll be at the
KRS
top
One.
top. KRS One will
Who
come right up
else
under
was
that.
there? Let me make sure.
Rakim.
We
You
got
said
Rakim.
Rakim.
Oh, I knew we had got Rakim. Yes, we did.
Yeah, Rakim.
That was easy.
And just now you said Slick Rick the Ruler.
And Big Daddy Kane.
And
80s.
Yeah.
Angeline said, "What about
Hold
what about
We
the
didn't-
female rappers?
we didn't say-
We're gonna get there when we get to the
You got females up there?
Oh, I'm gonna get
Oh, all right, cool.
I got you.
We got you, Angeline. We got you.
We got you. So we talking about the 80s now.
And that's another one of them swaggy niggas that could rap. Like he was like, yeah, Big Daddy Kane had a swag to him, my boy.
My boy Cam say he got it from you.
You feel like that's crazy, but I don't know. But
Okay, so
can he be bottom tier? I guess he mid tier because he not top.
Ooh.
Big Daddy Kane definitely not top tier.
he's not top tier.
No, he's in the top tier, but we're saying there's 3 brackets of top tier. Would he be mid top tier? Would he be like low top? I think he would be mid top tier.
But it just sounds funny just saying mid. Like you mid.
Yeah, like that something as hell. Nah, like would he be mid top tier though?
Hey, I don't think so,
I
man.
don't think
He
so.
can't be top tier though. He can't. You cannot put
Nah, you
Big
can't.
Daddy Kane with LL
'Cause-
Cool J.
Yeah,
You can't say that.
You got
That
Rakim
can't happen.
there, like,
Like nah, bro.
like
He would
that
have
door
to be.
shutting real fast for the top of the top.
I really think it's it. It's really only one more name that I think he didn't say that would be top of the top tier, and that's so. And
and that's for the 80s. Those
for
were
the, that's what I'm saying. For the 80s,
80s.
there's only one other person that outsold LL Cool J and everybody else in the 80s. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna bring their name up.
Oh no, that was the last of the 80s. That was after that. That was going.
So wait,
we took. I mentioned from 80. All the ones I listed to you are the ones that came on the list that were from 81, 82, 80, each year. I did each year that they were supposed to be in. So there was a top 10.
Run DMC is the biggest selling group in the 80s.
So we're not saying
okay. So we're not
because
group
who's
no more.
just
Okay, cool.
That's why I said. That's why I just said
Yeah,
run. It's on the
and that's the
artist.
list.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the
LL
artist
Cool
in
J
the
is
80s
top tier.
for what's the name?
So yeah,
for, men.
we said LL Cool J and then everybody else just kind of followed in. So yeah, that's how the list will go then, right?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
So that's it for your 80s, because
That's for the guys, for the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, for the 80s. I mean, for the guys, yes, that's what it is. So we, we get to the list where we see we had how many female rappers we have.
It wasn't a lot, but it was a couple.
It was a couple because most of the ones that really come up, for 80s is men.
Because I can only think of one like with 2 females that was like lit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you got their name. I don't even want to say the name if you got the name.
Let me see. Okay, so one will be MC Light. You think she was top tier during her decade?
100%.
you got to.
To this day, she's still looked at as one of the four. I won't say forefathers, but you know what I mean. Like Mount Rushmore of females. Like she one of them. I wouldn't think so by personal preference of her, but like just as far as impact and everything, guess you would kind of have to.
All right. So who else they had up here? 80s, like I said, really wasn't too many that was really out there like that. So MC Light really kind of controlled the 80s according to what I looked up for old school female rappers. You got Lady B, you got Shy Rock. A lot of people don't know about Shy Rock. Shy Rock is okay. What about?
I did try to check something.
What about Sweet T? You know anything about Sweet T? Sweet T. See, most of 80s.
That, yeah, somebody said in the comments too. What about Roxanne Shante?
Roxanne Shante, 1988, 89. Yeah, she was cool.
That was 90s.
No, she was 88. She's toward close to the 90s. She bleeded into the 90s, but she was like more 89. What's the name like that? She was all right. Because they had so many Roxannes back. They had Roxanne Shante, the real Roxanne. So it was kind of
I thought that was the same person.
No, it was a bunch of Roxannes. Yeah, in the 80s it was
Didn't they beef?
Yeah, they had this track. Yeah, Roxanne Shante was the strongest one.
That was the one that they made the song Roxanne.
Yeah,
want you to be. Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the real one.
Yeah,
the other one kind of came out after the type.
Yeah. It was a bunch of them.
They did beef and everything though. That's just crazy. Like you took my name,
because I swear to God, that's the real reason to beef with somebody. Yo, like,
dang, somebody said Roxanne was a one-hit wonder. She probably was,
but
she was a big ass hit though.
Yeah. Angeline Curtis Blow wasn't on that list for the 80s. They didn't consider him as a top rapper. He didn't sell that much in the 80s. That's why I ain't mentioned Curtis Blow for the 80s.
See, that's the thing.
Supposed to ask though,
some people,
but he wasn't. I'm going off the list that I got for that was like mostly like they figured that they felt that these artists was the most selling artists and the one that was more influential.
Some people's impact outweighs their sales. Like the Curtis Blow is another person where I don't think he sold a lot, but impact, you can't really argue with the impact of Curtis Blow.
Yeah, you can't because
the sales just don't reflect that. Mm-hmm. How it goes sometimes.
All right, so we got our 80s. What was the list for the 80s so far?
I got LL, of course, KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane.
And who was the female? MC Light?
MC Light
over Shante?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay, not even close.
All right, so you put MC Light up there, right? Say
that's the 80s right there.
That's the 80s. That's the 80s. Okay, that's 80s raps. Okay, that's the top tier that they selected.
You got people that came out with, they wanted
some songs. They little hits, but
yeah.
That's who controlled it.
But then you got some people that started up, but it was at the end of the 80s, the beginning of the 90s.
Okay,
and that's a good segue to the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready for the 90s. This is what we're gonna see. Who was top tier for the 90s? First person in 1990.
That's not even about to be fair though.
Oh no, let's see. Ice Cube.
No.
Wasn't top tier for the 90s.
And you know what's crazy is I don't like saying that because he was literally the father of NWA and everything he did for the culture afterwards. But no,
I can't agree. I gotta go with Ice Cube.
I would not put Ice Cube as a top
at the very bottom.
The very bottom. So
he might sneak.
Hold on. Would he make your list right now that you got right there? I'm talking not that list for 90 for you to put it on there for 90. Will you put it on there for 90?
He the first name.
Okay, so you know. Okay.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna spin the block.
All right. That depends on who's the rest.
Yeah, we're gonna spin the block.
Okay.
On Q.
Q-Tip.
No.
Wasn't top 10 90s?
I love
Hell no. I'd love to. I think he's one of the he's so underrated.
Like you feel me? Like the smoothest artist.
Hell no, Rico.
Listen, I remember recording like putting the tape in the VCR and recording vibrate thing.
And I remember you not putting his name on that.
Hey, Nice and Smooth is a good group. Like, so we're not really doing groups. We're doing just like, individuals. So I see people saying Nice and Smooth, EPMD. Those definitely some good groups, top tier. We definitely gonna circle the block on this about groups because I definitely have something for groups. I'm telling you, you don't know. We got a podcast about groups that we're gonna talk about.
Listen,
so Q-Tip, no.
Q-Tip alone, but the Tribe Called Quest
is a group.
Yeah, exactly. But alone, we would have to say it's the same rules to the nigga run.
It ain't too many, but that'll just stand out of the group, and we be like, yeah.
Okay. Run DMC. I mean, not Run DMC.
But who
Tribe Called Quest would be, but no, him by himself.
Another member out of that same group.
Yeah,
but we'll get that later. I know that's coming.
All right.
Go ahead.
Redman.
No, hell no.
Man, Redman fire though.
I don't care. He's not top tier. He was a rap, but he's top tier.
We're speaking about the 90s though. He was the top tier for the 90s.
No.
What you think?
I don't know enough hits from Redman.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
can't give
Okay,
Redman the pass.
okay.
Listen,
To
but
me,
I do
love that nigga from
I do
Jersey,
know
you know,
freestyles.
he show love
I
to
do know
Jersey all the
songs
time.
with Method
No.
Man,
Mhm.
songs when he in like a big collaboration. But stand alone, I can't. Because
All right.
I know it's
Honestly,
bigger.
I would put the other nigga before him.
Who's
the other?
Q?
No,
Who?
Redman. I mean,
Yeah.
the one that was with Redman. How did I really just blanked on his
See,
name?
no,
Method Man?
Yeah, who?
Method Man?
Yeah, I'll put him before I put Redman. I will put him.
But the other episode, y'all wouldn't even give Method Man a pass.
Yeah, because look who he was with. Look at the names he was
Look who he about to
That's
be
why.
with
But that's why I
Okay.
said I would put him before
Okay.
I put Redman. But
Okay.
no, to both of them to me.
All right. Like I said, this is only for the 90s. It's not overall now. Like I said, we picking top tier for
It's
these
only
decades.
because me and him both know the other names that's coming. You can't
Yeah.
put them in there.
Okay.
Nah, hell no.
For 1993, we're gonna go Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Come on,
100%.
goated.
Put him on the list for the 90s. Snoop
That
Dogg.
Dougie, that Dougie style album, that
Fire.
changed everything for them boys over there. Facts.
All right. We continuing on with the 90s.
Like,
continuing on with the
rebranded
90s.
the whole West Coast.
I swear to God, it did.
He
bro.
rebranded the
Word.
whole West Coast. You can't say Snoop ain't
You
nice.
can't tell the story of West Coast hip hop.
I don't know if my cousin don't line, but Rodney, we call him Papa. That my cousin Papa. Big poster, Snoop Dogg in Cali, all blue Chucks with the
I'm
bike.
telling you, bro.
Man, listen, I'm Snoop.
Definitely 100%.
1994. Nas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
tier for
definitely.
the 90s.
I'm mad. I had to think about that. Yes. Yeah, I'm mad. I thought about
Bro,
that. just now.
I misspelled
Yeah.
his name just now. Only 3 letters.
Yeah, I was bugging just now.
Y'all bugging. 95. Notorious Big.
What we doing here? Like,
Hey,
What
I
you mean 95?
Because
That was the year he was the biggest seller.
Yeah, he was the biggest seller, but was he top tier for the 90s?
Facts.
Yeah, okay.
The 90s was him.
Yeah.
And the other nigga, but it was him.
Okay. So we're going through them. So for 1996, Pac.
Facts.
Okay. I mean, some people might not think he was top tier. I'm going through them. I'm just going through what the 90s who they bringing up.
What other decade could he be?
Hey.
I don't know.
hey.
Nigga had like 7 albums in the early 2000s, bro. Like, he really was wilding.
He was wild. What you know that man was doing?
DMX.
Facts.
Matter of fact, let me put him
100%.
above Snoop.
Definitely. Yeah, DMX, 100%.
And
This
to,
nigga put out 2 number one albums in
And
1 year.
This list about to get crazy.
and to round off the 90s for the guys, Jay-Z.
Wait, whoa.
They got
I'm mad he was
In the
they
ni-
got
they had
him-
a 99?
They have 99.
Yep. They're gonna have him 90. They're gonna have him 99, and they're probably gonna have him in 2000. But he really 99 is, I always like this is my running joke with people. When people come to
He might be
me
the only nigga that might be
in every decade,
in the 90s and the 2000s.
listen. But what's so crazy though? This is my running joke. I always tell people when I'm like, yo, I said, what year you was born? And they be like 88, and I be like, you don't know nothing about the 80s because you didn't even get the chance to see the 80s. You was born it was the 90s, so that's kind of like a Jay-Z. Like he came out. Well, he didn't come out in 99, but like he really sold the most in 99. But he's gonna bleed into the 2000s.
Listen,
So, but Jay-Z,
But the irony,
money ain't a thing. Just
the irony of the 90s list is look at how many of them niggas was still lit when the 2000s rolled around.
okay,
Snoop, Jay-Z,
but I think
DMX,
but I think
all of
they-
them was still.
I think they kind of learned from their predecessors. Though.
Because you realize nobody from the 80s, nobody from the 70s made it to the 80s. Nobody from the 80s made it to the 90s. Most of the people on the 90s list still was rocking in the 2000s, 2005s. They still was wilding there.
okay. So now you have to pick from the females, and guess who still bleeds into the 90s from the 80s? MC Light.
No.
They said she was.
I know, but I wouldn't think that. I don't think she would be on the top tier
in the 90s
for the 90s. No.
Oh, okay. Moni Love.
No.
I don't know.
I do. I know.
Antoinette.
No.
Who else they got here? Nikki D.
No.
Yo.
Yes.
Queen Latifah.
Facts.
Yeah,
100% facts.
I can agree on Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, definitely. You got to put her in there.
Boss.
I don't know who that is.
I seen her in a lot of stuff, but I've never.
And I'm
heard
about to
her
say I
name.
don't know who that is. Word.
Lady of Rage.
I've heard her before, but I don't know enough about her to say whether she was top tier or not. But I've heard of her before.
So who you picking? So far, who you picking from?
To me, it's just Queen Latifah. So
Okay.
far, that's the only guaranteed one that you
Lady
said so far.
Lady of Rage's
Was over in
Cube
yeah.
I've heard her before.
But she didn't put a lot of content out though.
You know her more as an actor than a rapper.
Probably, yeah.
Who
She was on Friday. She's on Friday with Day Day, the big girl that he slid the cookie down the
Baby
screen.
D.
That's Little Rage.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah,
Bro, yeah, but
Yeah,
she can rap.
Wait,
though.
dead ass. That's her.
yeah. That's Lady of Rage.
Bruh, how I not know that that's this lady? I've heard her rap
bad.
1,000 times on YouTube. I've never seen this lady face. Well, I didn't know that I saw this lady face.
Stop it. That's why
I
I told
swear
you,
to God,
you know
I've
her
never
as an
saw-
actor. You
that's
don't know her as like
crazy.
a rapper.
She didn't put out a lot of content. If you like her single, you might have bought her album.
Like-
That's like that was one of them.
Hey, bruh, I might have like a whole new respect for this lady because I didn't even know that was her.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my favorite characters from that little movie too. So that's crazy.
Like all the little movies, little scenes and shit she get in. Like,
Yeah, she really funny as hell though.
The Brat. You think she was top tier during
I
the
don't like
90s?
her, but I guess you would. Then you kind of would have to put her in there. She was on a lot of stuff in the 90s, right? I don't know. I didn't like her.
I mean, I need some individual.
I wasn't a fan.
Every time I think of the Brat, I think of like the whole So Def and like her jumping in on features and remixes.
But that's
and
the thing.
stuff
I don't
like
know a
that,
lot of
but
her songs. I
That's
just
what I'm
know a
saying,
lot
like,
of
I
her
can't-
verses on
I-
features.
I
She
can't
do.
put you top
She
tier
do be
without-
wilding on shit though. Wherever they
But
put her on, she wild
you
out.
still have to put your own content out.
You kind of got it to now. Personal preference aside, you have to put her just strictly off of the numbers she did. You kind of got to put her in top tier.
But what she get it off of?
Okay.
She was a rapper.
I got a lot more.
I'm just asking
I got-
what the song that she
Okay,
got
listen.
it off of.
Impact, she
Because-
didn't get it. Like Impact, I don't think she had the biggest impact.
Funkdafied. She had a song.
sounds
She had a
weird.
she had a song.
You know what? I do remember she had.
And she had a song with Biggie too. You didn't know? Called B-Side.
Yeah, it was on the B side of the album. That's why we ain't never heard of
Oh,
it.
that song was fire though.
Probably was though. A lot of the hard songs do be on the B side of the
Well,
album.
Queen Latifah made it. You
Okay,
got some more
100%.
females
Queen
from the
Latifah-
90s.
Yeah, we got a bunch of
I've been waiting for somebody.
It's
Yeah, we
like
been-
two of them that I'm not hearing that I need to be
Are
hearing.
we gonna hear soon? Probably Foxy Brown.
Facts, 100%
Top tier for the 90s.
guaranteed.
Okay, put it on the list if you want to.
Ooh,
What?
you do
I
not
like
put,
Foxy.
but you're not putting her on the list.
Because I'm waiting for the.
Okay.
No, she on the list. I don't care who else we say. Foxy,
Little Kim.
yes.
Okay, now I can put it on.
Oh, I'm about to say
Oh
like
man, hold up. We still got a bunch more. We still got a bunch more for the 90s.
90s Lil Kim, I love.
the 90s. Lil Kim is one of the best feet. Like she really.
But hold up.
Even though she-
How-
even though
she
she
didn't write her rhymes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gonna put her on top tier?
whoa.
You gonna put a top tier because
I didn't know that.
She didn't write her rhymes. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, so yeah,
Now that I knew, I didn't
Yeah.
know Lil Kim didn't write her shit.
yeah, she didn't write her stuff.
I knew Biggie wrote some of them. I didn't know she just was.
I mean, that's up to y'all.
She still wrote her stuff, but early on, some of her bigger hits was written by.
Yeah, 'cause she wasn't a rapper, nigga. Like she.
I want to say.
All right,
Oh.
Mia X.
Okay, but we're not talking about them as like rappers. We're talking about just artists of that decade.
Yeah, for that.
No, then yeah, both of them will still go up there. Then
I put them on there.
yeah, definitely.
I ain't put me an X up there.
Hell no,
Okay.
Queen Pen,
no,
Lauren Hill.
yes,
She
yeah,
was-
hell yes,
That's the name I've been waiting on.
hell yeah.
I'm like, why are we playing?
Rod Digger.
I like Rod Digger.
I do like.
I like Rod Digger.
I just don't know if
She
I can
don't get
put
on the
Rod-
list,
Yeah,
though, but I like her.
I really like her too. I'm just mad I got to tell her no, but
Listen, it's Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Foxy, and Lauren Hill.
I'm about to
right
say,
now.
listen, once that red rope
hold on,
goes
hold
up,
on,
it
you
get a
know.
little it get shaky for them.
Hold up. These two.
Hold on, but that's messed up on your part. I'm
Why?
gonna tell you as a
Because
host.
why you say her
can't-
last?
You can't put her after you
say
said
the-
Lauren Hill.
Hey, hold, but listen, I'm going off of what the list telling me what these years. I'm going off like they still 90s.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
did say that.
yeah, year by year by year.
Yeah, remember it. Come on now.
Look,
I informed y'all.
I forgot that fast. I got upset. I was
Oh,
like, look, Rod Digger
oh,
like that.
oh,
Rod
oh,
Digger, come
oh.
to the show.
Hey, listen.
Word, that'd be lit though.
These two definitely going on. If they're not going on,
You walking out?
I ain't walking
is
out.
two
Put
of
the
them?
mic down.
Two of them back to back. Missy Elliott,
Facts, facts.
Eve.
Shit, yeah. Okay, yeah, no. We're just nothing to argue about. There's no argument for neither one of them, bro.
I just want to hit the name for
But hold on.
That kind of rounds out the 90s
But
female.
would he be 90s or would she be early 2000s?
And see, that's another thing. She falls in that same bracket
Yeah, like, I don't-
of Jay-Z, like
It was
the
like
99s,
that
90s.
whole Rough
Because
Rider,
her-
that
her-
whole-
yeah, like
that whole
Rough
Rough Rider
Riders-
takeover was like 97 on out.
But she didn't really drop it. I don't think she dropped her shit until like 99, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what,
like,
and that's why she
dropped
came
at
up.
the end of that joint.
But she still count though.
But she didn't even start like touring and going crazy until 2000.
Solo.
Yeah, like
But she
her,
was
like
she
her
was still
doing-
with Rough Riders.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like when
Who
her,
she was with before Rough Riders?
nobody.
Nobody. She went.
I thought she had signed a contract before she
No, I don't think
she
so.
was a Harlem World. I'm trying to tell you, she
Yeah,
was
but like she didn't
was with
have
somebody
it. She
before
didn't
I'm
put
saying-
out her like when you search up Eve, her debut, like her debut
Music
music
came out-
through Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't. I don't think she put nothing out through.
But I just know she was
Harlem
with
World.
somebody else.
Yeah. But I don't think she put nothing out through nobody else though. I think that was where she started it at. But even then, at 99, towards the end of 99, if you Google it, I think her joint came out towards the end of 99.
Yeah, and then
So
she
it's like it's kind of hard to like gauge where you put her at though.
But
Yeah.
before that drop, she was already pushing that music, dude.
She was on like she was
'Cause
on.
you remember
like,
back
she was
then,
doing features and
you
stuff,
drop
yeah.
a single, the label said, "Okay, we got something," and then they start pushing your album.
That's
It's
true,
totally
that's true,
different
that's
than now. Like now, you might have the
I
whole
don't know.
album.
I just I don't know if I want to put her. When did Love Is Blind drop?
that was on the second album. That wasn't even on the first album. Was that on the first album? I don't think that was on the first album. I think that was the second
That
album.
was considered
like a 2000
her biggest song
Yeah.
ever, and that's
Yeah.
when she had the most sales at that point in time. I don't
you
know.
going by
Just
the
for
year,
me,
though?
yeah,
You
like
about
that's
to
what
say-
I'm like.
We're going by the
We gonna put her in the 90s, but I will really, I'll
Yeah.
be cool with her going to 2000s though.
Okay, so now we're going 2000. Hold
This-
on.
thinking.
Hold up. So now, mention who you have for the 90s so far. Who's who you had for the 90s? You felt that was top tier.
I'm gonna start with my ladies. We got Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Foxy, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Eve. For the fellas, we got DMX, of course, Snoop, of course, Nas, Biggie, Pop, Jay-Z. That's it.
Okay, they're all 90s. All right.
That's the 90s.
All right.
There was other people, but those were the 90s to me.
Okay, so top tier for the 2000s.
Still
y'all ready?
Virginia Juice.
Y'all ready? Eminem,
For what?
2000.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I laugh, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't no.
And
You
yeah,
know,
he
it ain't
did.
no
Didn't
com-
he drop in the late 90s there? Like he dropped like 98, 97, 98.
Yeah,
right?
but what year are you talking about?
They said, okay, to really say it, like I said, if I want to go by the years, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is how it's gonna go. Right now for the 2000s, it's gonna be a lot of repeats for the 2000s.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It's
It would
gonna
have
be
to
a
be.
lot of repeats for the 2000s. I'm gonna get you started right now with the first one I said was who? M.
Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go back. Let me go back to where I was at.
Because it goes from 2000 2010. Either way you put it, either way you, no matter how you slice it, yeah, he goes on the 2000 2010 list.
I can't
Listen,
wait
listen.
till my boy come up.
Listen. 2000 was M.
Mm-hmm.
You already know who's gonna be 2001, right? He bleeded from 90s. Jay-Z.
I already know that.
So we already know that. Jay-Z rolling back in there. So that's another
He
repeat.
on the list.
So you want to keep, he's already on the list.
He got it. I mean, because like we can't tell early 2000. He still had mad, like, you get what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like,
2002, guess who you think it is again? M. So they got him for 2000, 2002. Jay-Z stuck in the middle between them.
I mean, once you get on the list though, you on the list.
Yeah.
All right.
He's definitely on the list for
You get
2000.
double for the decade. Now.
2003.
You are who you are.
2003, 50 Cent. Was he top tier for
2000
2000?
to 2010s was 50 Cent. Ain't nobody run
That
like
would get
that.
rich. That track.
Yeah.
2003. I thought it was 2000.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, that man ran 2000 like 6, 7 was all him.
2004,
I already know.
T.I.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That did shock me.
So
That did
we're
shock me.
asking.
That did
Is
shock
that,
me.
was he top tier in the 2000s?
No,
What?
I guess.
T.I.
All right.
I want to know why you say no. To
I just wasn't a fan. I wasn't listening.
Okay, so it's a person.
Like I no, I wasn't checking for him for me to be able to say whether or not he was, because I wasn't checking for him. Like I
See,
didn't. I ain't
when you
care
say
a lot.
stuff like that with that New York hat on, it just,
I'm sorry, I wasn't checking for that nigga, bro.
it just burned me
Like,
up
bro, like,
inside.
listen,
Like,
early,
it just burned me up inside.
2004,
Like,
2004.
It just-
I never got in the car and heard a nigga put on T.I.
What?
No,
What car
swear.
are you riding in?
That's just not what we was
They ain't
listening to. I'm
listen
sorry.
because they ain't had no 24s with no money bankrolls in their
And we
pocket. You feel me?
didn't. We
They ain't had
definitely
it.
didn't.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't
We
had
were
that sack.
swiper, no
They
swiping,
ain't had that
and
sack.
a
That what happened.
I'm sorry.
Because you listen. My bad. Let me. My head already spun around. So let me tell y'all exactly how it went down back in 2000. We in SEAL test in the dunk. 24s on there.
and that's-
Everybody
you know,
had tilted.
I've never
everybody had
got- I've
tilted
never rode the
properly
dunk.
because nobody could ever do it like T.I. did it.
Like,
SEAL test in the dunk.
I'm sorry, I've never rode in the dunk. That just what he was like. I understood the trap shit because he was talking that talk.
What you said
but
to
it was
me?
just like
I thought he was the trap.
He is the trap.
Hey, yo.
listen, if y'all put him on the list, I'll say okay. Whatever.
All right. All right. Now listen.
Band, man.
Listen.
Stop playing with
Listen.
I
Yo.
did like that song. I did like that song.
Yo,
though. That was a cool song.
T.I. was. I told you. T.I. was one of my. T.I. was one
That's
of my.
exactly what I was on. That's exactly what I heard. He was on the radio too.
T.I. is my man. T.I. did not fall off until like the mid 2010s. Like
Okay.
it got it got a little shaky, but it was over after like 2014.
You know what's crazy? I became a fan of his after the 2010s and stuff is when I became a fan.
Wow.
of
You
T.I.
missed. You missed. You missed the first
You
era.
missed it.
Yeah. You missed it. Yeah.
You missed it.
You missed it. Yeah. You definitely missed it. Yo. T.I. was that dude for me.
I might actually like go back and listen.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, you definitely-
I just what you got to understand. That's a regional thing.
Yeah.
We was not. I'm just.
Throw him off the map.
If I was somebody, I'll call anybody from Jersey right now, but that's just not what.
But listen,
he was not one of the ones.
Jersey. You're right.
He said Jersey, but if you ask anybody in AG,
I believe you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, all right,
Yo,
some
let's
people
move on.
just didn't have that impact.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
he just ain't had his top back.
Let's move on. All right. 2005. Jeezy.
That's not fair. Cause Jeezy would 100% be a street top tier. He would not be an industry top tier if you were thinking for the decade.
Listen, I'm a 10-17 fan to the death, but you gotta give respect where respect due.
But okay,
Jeezy did his thing, bro.
Yeah, but like you took over the streets. I understand 100%. I agree that he was. If we looking at sales throughout, not just his year, throughout the 2010s, he don't stack up with the other people from that decade.
But listen,
But if we
wait.
Yeah.
It's not too many people that album and whatever their best mixtape can stack up to his best album and his best
Are we
mixtape.
talking about sales wise? Or are we talking about what we like in production and how it sounds?
Listen, but sales wise, you can't also put sales wise when you couldn't put Trap or Die in the store.
But that's
you know
that's
for a fact
hold on,
that
but
he
okay,
sold
so
it
we're
out his
completely
trunk
we're arguing two
Master
totally
P.
different points.
No,
No, 'cause I
You saying
agree
sales-
with you.
You saying sales, right?
Listen,
but I'm saying
I
that
agree with you that his shit was 100%. I wasn't always the biggest fan of Jeezy. I'm not the biggest fan of Jeezy, but I won't deny that every fucking body was listening to Jeezy.
chat. I gave your boy Jeezy
But like,
Okay. Hold on. Okay.
but if we looking at numbers and we have to be fair because there was some people in the 80s that we said they were fired. They ain't sell shit. I have to look at Jeezy the same way.
But we said
You took
KRS
over the
One was
streets,
fire,
though.
but he
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you took over the streets, you have a very big impact, but does the impact now outweigh the fact of the sales? Are we judging it off sales? Or are we judging it off impact? How are we doing?
I thought it was a combination of both.
It was combination. Yeah, it's combination both because, like I said,
But
it's
then
about
if,
the qualities.
but if it's a
quality.
combination of both, then he would only max one category out.
Okay,
So
Still
his
too.
impact would be crazy, but his sales would not reflect.
Okay,
the
so
impact.
with that being said, hold on.
But he sold 2 million
Hold on,
copies.
hold on,
But if
listen,
we compare that to the other people from 2000 2010, it does
I mean,
not
it ain't
compare.
good.
Okay, well,
Nobody
okay,
gonna
you
match
know what I'm
Eminem,
saying?
but
listen. Okay, I'm gonna say this then. Since we got a split decision, he don't think he wants to be on the list. You think he be on the list. The next few artists that I mentioned for 2000
gotta beat Jeezy out.
got to beat Jeezy
Let's
out.
get it.
And I already know this one gonna beat him out because this is his boy, Lil Wayne.
Fact, without a doubt, 100%. You can't. Yeah, 100%.
I can't even put Wayne. I gotta put Weezy.
F. Don't forget the F.
No, we don't rock with Birdman. You know what he told him? He did with
Respectfully.
F. to the F and white. You know, but that's later down the line. We gonna Weezy.
Okay.
Fuck it, F baby. We gotta put it.
2007. Another one of your boys, Kanye West.
Facts.
I know I missed last week.
Hold on. Wait. I still think he overrated. Still think he can't rap. Still think they overhype him. Yes, he should be in the top tier of 2000s. 100%. I ain't never been a hater. I don't like him. I've never been a hater though. You can't tell the story of 2000 without that nigga.
This the thing. You just said it faster than I could respond. It was just shocking to me. I was like,
because you gotta just like listen, bro. College dropout happened. Whether I think it was as great as everybody else, it happened, and them numbers said what the fuck they said. He's one of them in that.
All right. So to round out the last part of the 2000s, they were definitely.
hold on. So these other two, we still going for Jesus. I'm asking.
And I'm saying, did they replace it for you? Did they replace it for you?
Those two?
Yeah.
They're gonna replace half the other people.
That's a fact.
I'm
Okay,
saying,
so
you said to round out are we?
No. I'm just saying. I'm about to mention something. So to round out the 2000s, the people that were they said back to back from the from the last person I said.
Because I know Wayne would have been up there again.
No, Wayne was up there again. Jay-Z was up there again, and Kanye was up there again.
I'm trying to figure out how some one name.
Hold on, listen to me. I'm about to tell you right now. We do have honorable mentions for each of them decades, and I'm gonna go back to the 80s, and I'll go back to the 90s, and I'm gonna go back to the 2000 for the mentions.
Gotcha.
Now, do you want to go from 2010 to 2000 for the next decade, or you want to start at 2000, or you want to start at 2000?
80s. To get the honorable mentions.
No. I'm saying.
Before we get the president, let's get the honorable mentions.
No, you want to get the honorable mentions out, and then we go to the 2010 to 2000. Okay, all right, that way. Okay, that's no problem, not a problem. So now the honorable mentions. Now, what we're going to do with these honorable mentions, they have to replace one of them people in the 80s. Oh, hold on. I didn't get the 2000 females. My bad. Let me get the 2000 females.
Can't disrespect.
Yeah, gotta get to the.
Sorry, y'all.
Sorry, Miss Angelina.
Please check us on that.
Yeah, because Angelina be in the chat like, "Yo, women, where they at?" we sorry, man.
All right, let me see who we got here.
Dang, what I think about? Dang,
it's a name that's missing from each one of these, but the 2000 was like glaring for me. Even though he's not one of my personal favorites.
Numbers type of thing.
Numbers and like impact.
All right, so we got repeat. We got Eve and Lauryn Hill for 2000.
Okay.
We got.
I don't see how Lauryn Hill would be for the 2000s though.
She was. I think it was more sort of Fuji's in there.
I was like,
that's not fair. Yeah, like because if we gonna do that
one, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I would, bro, on this one.
All right,
so we got Eve,
Remy Ma. Don't say nothing.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
She not taking nobody. Like, no.
Listen, Little Mama.
Yeah.
She was top tier during that year?
Yeah.
Top tier? No.
Yeah.
No. Listen, y'all, for the people that following and everybody in the room, y'all know how I feel about Remy Ma, but I can't do that and put Lil Mama on it. Come on, man.
Oh my god! Nah, I know like 2 Lil Mama songs. I said
I do too.
Okay,
she only had like 2.
Okay, this one has to be a top tier for the 2000. Trina.
100%. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now none of the other people can go up there if I'm gonna put Trina. Like if I put Trina, Lil Mama and Remy not going up there, bro. At all. Not if I put Trina in it, nobody else is going. Who else is going up there right now?
Shout out to Angelina. I love her.
So who else is for the females in the 2000s? Because you said Trina, and I don't see that list going nowhere.
Yo, but Angelina, right though. We gonna get back to that. I see your comment. We gonna get back to that.
What she said?
No, I don't. And yeah, But was it
No,
Master
we gonna-
P
no,
or
we
was
gonna-
it
we
No
gonna-
Limit?
We're gonna finish this up. We're gonna get back to them.
All right, come on. Let's finish up with the females.
Hold on.
We stopped at Trina.
We stopped at Trina.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me get my list back up.
We should stop at Trina because I don't see nobody else. Because the ones he said before that was crazy.
Hold on. The best R&B and female
Oh,
rapper. in my house
we definitely need to do
is
R&B
checking
next
in.
week.
Shout out to my mom. I love you, baby. My biggest supporter.
That nigga out here
Okay.
doing wild shout outs and everything. That's crazy.
All right. Charlie Baltimore.
No. And I like the couple things she was
Wasn't-
on, but what did she have?
Yeah, it's like
Her solos
like
like
I want to, but I can't.
But for the 2000s, I don't think she put out no music in 2000s.
I like her hair.
Nicki Minaj.
100%. She kind of no. Wait, hold on. No, wait.
Hold up,
whoa,
Nicki.
whoa, whoa.
It's the 2000s.
2000.
2007, 2008, 2009.
Yeah, like she okay,
You
yeah,
got to.
she would be up there strictly for them last couple years because she was definitely more 2010s.
But she definitely is still.
Because there's hold on,
It's
there's
a- it's a
another
lot.
name,
Because she on my
but there's
boy.
another name for the men in 2000s that's not being talked about.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's what I said. We're gonna get there. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there.
Oh, you know I got something to
It's
say.
gonna get
You
there.
know I
It's
got
gonna get there.
something to say.
It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there.
Because
We're gonna get
if we're
there.
putting Nikki,
Yeah.
You
We're
know.
gonna get there. We're gonna get
You
there.
know.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry about it. We definitely get
But
there.
yeah, Nikki goes. I'm with him on that. Nikki go.
Younger May.
2000s.
They're saying that they
No.
put her on list as 2000.
No.
She came out in 2000s.
I think I
No.
no, she didn't come
I
in.
don't
She
care
came.
what they say.
She came in later. She came in later 2000. Then she came before
No,
2010.
she came in like 2016.
Yeah, like 14, 15.
14. Oh,
Came
maybe.
out in like 15,
No, that
16.
list is crazy. No.
Yeah, nah, she was tweaking. They tweaking.
They tweaking.
Young and
Well,
May definitely know.
I know for a fact she wasn't out because I remember we tried to book her.
Yeah, because when Ooh came out. Yeah, but she hadn't been rapping that long prior to the Ooh joint. Remember the little
Nah, she
freestyle?
can't get on. She get on 2010 later.
100, but yeah, no,
she
no,
can't
no.
get
She,
on this.
no,
Nah,
definitely not.
not 2000. She can't do that.
I mean, she younger than me, I think. So like, she wasn't even like she was in school in 2000.
Let me see what's up here for 2000.
2000. Like,
Word.
we still have LimeWire downloaded music. Shit
Well,
pop up.
I don't see nothing else that don't pop up for the 2000s. Maybe 2010. We probably gonna have more. I see, like I said, I see there's more repeats. It's like they got more like a Lauren
Give me a new
Hill.
name. Give me a new name.
I ain't got no new name.
We got
up here.
3.
Okay, Diamond from Crime Mob.
No, she wouldn't be solo. If I would put her up there, it would be for Crime Mob. I wouldn't put her for solo. I don't know. Not a lot of people know her solo stuff.
Yeah, but
Even then, Crime Mob wouldn't.
Then they got Queen
Well, they'll get-
Latifah.
They took over lunchrooms. Yeah, they was the
Give them the
street.
group.
They
Yeah.
liked them.
They'll
The
give
group
them
would have did some numbers if you said group, but nah.
Nope. They like I said, there's not really nobody. Emil.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so would it be in
it was
repeats?
a meal.
Emil that was on Jay-Z Rockefeller.
I'd actually know who she is. No.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, she jumped on a couple like
Soon as I
Songs with
they call her
Jay-
the first lady of the rock.
Yeah.
I never heard
Word.
that.
I swear to God, she was like they rolled her out as like the first lady of the rock.
That's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the honorable mentions, then we go to the 2010s real quick. So we go ahead and I get these questions, get these big questions I got after we get these lists. So now the honorable mention for the 80s.
Let's go.
This is what the honorable mention says for the 80s. These are my honorable mention people that they said.
King.
I'm just saying, if you think one of these honorable mentions was better than someone on that list, you could see at the subs them. Let me see.
It's for either male or female, or just male and just female, depending on the category.
Well, this is just for male. I don't have no honorable mention for the females. Only for the
Yeah,
for the females, it wasn't that many.
Okay, let's go.
Curtis Blow.
We said Curtis Blue.
No,
We never mentioned him.
we mentioned him, but like
We
you
never
said,
mentioned because somebody mentioned him out here.
but like
But
we
that is
said,
an honorable mention.
impact was up, but the numbers, like if you say numbers, he wasn't like a numbers person. But
I mean, but
he
I
had a good impact.
thought the impact counted them.
Yeah, but does it
enough
over-
to take one of them out?
And that's what I'm saying, because everybody we listed got numbers and the
Yeah,
impact was
yeah.
there also. I don't think he can take off
I would
nobody.
say no.
Too short.
Shit. Oh.
Ooh. I'm gonna say no for the 80s.
I don't know. Late
Now that I
80s.
sit back and think.
Yeah,
about
like I don't know, bro. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I know what he meant over there. Like, I don't think he was that big over this
That's
way.
real
but-
controversial right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And 2 more for the 80s.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say no because I can't.
He'll be the strongest honorable mention, but
So
no,
far, yeah.
But no.
Coogee Rap.
Didn't we say Coochie?
No,
No. Coogee Rap. That's an honorable mention.
it's only hard because the list for the 80s was already so thorough and short. It's hard to take one of them niggas out to put somebody in there.
This one might make you pull somebody off. Chuck D.
And who let's tap back in and see who was on the 80s list.
LL,
Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
KRS-One,
No, like you kind of can't.
Rakim, Big Daddy King.
So Chuck D
Wait,
can't.
we didn't say
Chuck,
Slick Rick on him?
yeah, we didn't say Slick Rick. You didn't put Slick Rick on there.
Oh yeah, we did say Slick Rick. So
Yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah, no, like
it's
no,
definitely
nobody
a
else.
no.
Nobody's coming off that list.
So Chuck D can he be added though?
I would add him if that's an option, but we said we said we had to take somebody off.
All right.
If we did add him, I would only be adding him because everybody else's list is longer. So I would
Yeah.
say yeah.
But like,
Okay.
I can't take none of them off.
So
I don't-
all right.
so what we doing?
Is
Nah,
y'all make the decision. Y'all want to add them? You want to?
No, the rules.
No
No rules.
rules.
You
All right.
can't start bending.
All right. So
we
we
said
good.
the only way the
All right,
honorable mention get up there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just so the
Okay.
listeners know,
yeah,
the
I like
only way the
I like
list
that.
change is if
I was just
honorable
you
mention-
take somebody off. The
Okay.
honorable mention got to come on, but taking somebody off.
standing on your morals.
Yeah,
All right. All right. So we're gonna go to the
Behind the
90s.
scene conversation.
The 90s honorable mention ones. Chuck D is mentioned again for the 90s.
No,
Nah,
he ain't
I wouldn't put him
taking
for the
none- he
90s.
ain't taking none of them off.
No,
Tretch.
no, and I like no because I would.
What,
okay,
what the other one name?
yeah, but they was a
Vinny.
group. They was a group though.
But Tretch was the main artist. He
Yeah,
was
but
more-
nah. It's the same for Run.
Yeah,
It's the same.
yeah.
Okay.
You were bigger with the group.
I do
Okay.
like him, though.
Yeah, he was dope.
Grand Pooba.
I have no idea who that is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, I heard of him.
No idea
Not
who
his
that is.
music though.
Okay.
Yeah, who he was.
Something he did a song with Mary J. Blige in the beginning. What's the 411? He did that. He was the rap first onto the wrestling, and then it was
I know that verse, but nah.
Now-
You
now
talking-
listen.
Hold on, now hold on.
this is one of my
Snoop Dogg. Nah,
Yeah, he's not
90s.
replacing them niggas. Yeah, that,
Jay Z.
okay. This dude has to take one of these people off, and he's one of my favorites. Scarface.
okay. Hold on. We're gonna do it this way. Since you feel so strongly about Scarface, you have to look at that list and take somebody else.
Tell me who was the 90s again?
DMX, Snoop, Nas, Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
Biggie Smalls,
Mm-hmm.
Tupac,
Yep.
Hove.
Yep.
And if I was to take somebody off, it would be Snoop.
What?
I can't let you do that.
What?
I really can't let you do that.
What?
I can't let you do that.
Nah, so you didn't take Snoop off for Scarface,
No.
bro.
Yo,
You didn't say that.
yes.
What?
No, you can't.
You gonna take
All right.
off?
I'm gonna let y'all go with it. We'll let you keep Snoop, but that's who I will replace.
Why though?
Why? Because
Is it a personal thing or
No.
is it like straight musically?
because I musically I think Scarface
Which
Well,
I do think highly of Scarface.
he would rap
But I'm
circles
saying-
around
but-
Snoop.
but
That's a
I-
fact. That's a fact.
And he had
But talent had nothing to do with these lists, though.
you right. Was
Yeah, like, none- it was all
but he
about-
was top tier during that time. I think you know what I think personally. I think that Snoop had a bigger engine behind him, so that really made him more top tier than probably a Scarface. They had they
Listen,
couldn't get to push their what's the name they wanted.
But my whole thing is just like you said, if they grew up like if they was born in '88, they don't know about the '80s.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm a straight '90s baby. I know Scarface. My stepdaddy played him, and I like him. I'm not gonna shut up. He can't take Snoop.
Yeah, Angeline, he tripping.
Method Man.
No.
Nah,
Like I said, he dope, but he not taking nobody off that list.
you can't take that. You can't take that spot. The '90s is probably like one of the hardest like lists.
Prodigy.
No.
No,
Raekwon.
No. Because again, I will put him with
And more
I will
so
put
as
him
a
with the
group.
group.
Raekwon got some fire.
He do by himself. Yeah, he 100% he do. But most people know him
I think-
as Raekwon the Shelf from the group. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah. Now, if you was to say them as a group, we might have to have a conversation about something. But nah, I wouldn't. No,
Big Pun,
damn, nah.
Busta Rhymes.
Oh shit. Hold on. All right, hold on.
Now you can't tell me Busta Rhymes was the top tier in the 90s.
That was the name I was saying. Like, yo, mention him so I can say yes.
Hold on. Yeah, all right. Okay. We gotta revisit the list though. I don't know.
DMX, Uncle Snoop.
Oh, like, yeah, because whole
Nas
Biggie, Pac, like, nah,
Biggie,
they're not going
Pac,
nowhere.
Hove.
That's a list. Like,
That's
it's just,
a list.
and it's like you would feel
That's what
bad
I'm
about
telling
leaving
you,
them
like-
off, but it's like, who you touching for him?
You
It's almost blasphemous to think about taking anybody off that list right
Busta
now.
is crazy though.
Facts.
Busta is crazy.
Busta, you
bro.
should feel good. Like you're the strongest honorable mention we had. Period. No matter what era, you
Yeah.
might be the strongest honorable mention
Busta is crazy.
because you could get on any other list, bro. Just that the '90s one just not gonna be it.
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. For me, I think he should be on the list.
Facts.
I was waiting earlier for you to say it, but you
But he wasn't on considered the top. He was one of the honorable mentions. He was one of the top honorable mentions.
He one of the reasons
He
I
should
love hip hop.
hold on.
Yeah.
He should definitely be in the early 2000s though.
We'll see.
He should be honorable mention again for early 2000s.
We'll see.
When
We'll
that
see.
shift changed, it changed.
All right. So we're gonna go to the early 2000 honorable mention.
Oh look, we ain't got the females
Oh yeah, females.
I told you I got a list for the honorable mention for females. I don't have one.
at all.
Nope.
Yeah, it really wasn't a lot. Now
Nah,
we
honorable
really
mention.
really
Yeah,
thinking about it. Like
yeah. You gotta remember, most of the time back in the day, it was
like
probably
one
one
or
or
two,
two,
one or
one
two
or
that
two
was
that's-
going.
yeah, and then they'll stop, and another 1 and 2 will come, or another one will come. It never was a whole bunch like it is now. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
female artists is out right now.
and for a period of time, it was only Missy,
Yeah.
Fox, Kim,
Yep.
Lauren.
Yep. And then after
Erykah
they,
Badu.
and then after they
Why
left,
we not say Erykah Badu?
She's not a
rapper, but she more of a singer.
Really?
Yeah.
I could pull up like 20 fucking songs from her right now, rapping. Word, like really rapping. Erykah Badu be rapping.
Listen,
Okay.
she like rap sings, but
Yeah.
it still qualifies as art.
That nigga, she do what Drake do.
But but listen, you gotta realize though, and then when that era of females went out, then you had Nicki Minaj kind of like took over.
It was just hers.
Yeah,
It was just hers.
Just hers. Yeah, like nobody was.
It was-
out there
yeah, it was
telling-
just hers.
There was some people that was trying to.
I don't think nobody else
Yeah,
ate. Like
yeah,
nobody ate during that Nicki Minaj reign.
Yeah, they didn't. They
But we
didn't.
ain't got there. 2002.
Yeah. We got that. Got ahead of ourselves.
2000.
2000 honorable mention.
All right, come on.
Ghostface.
No, hell no.
The take a spot.
No, yeah.
In the
no.
2000s. Andre 3000.
Damn. Nope. He would be a group. Nope. He would be a group.
But he had a solo album.
I don't
But
give a damn.
he was outcast.
And I listened to it.
He was outcast.
His was Speaker Box. Or was it the Love
Nah,
Below?
his was Love Below. Love
Love
Below.
Below. Yeah.
Bruh,
Hey, but
that was
just hard,
outcast.
though. That
They was
hard,
outcast.
though. But it ain't enough.
No.
It ain't enough.
Ludacris.
No.
I told you what happened.
And
Listen,
you know what's crazy?
In the
His sales should actually put him there. I'm just not taking nobody off.
And
to take him
actual
off.
influence on 2000.
Honestly, like he has everything in the criteria. It's just I don't fucking like him enough to take nobody off this list for him.
Jada Kiss.
Okay, let's revisit the list because who would we take off for Jada though? And does Jada
Eminem, Hove,
Yeah, no,
Jay-Z for y'all other fans.
No.
50,
no, hell no,
T.I.,
no,
Jeezy,
no.
Wheezy.
I would take.
F.
Okay, that's not
Baby.
fair. Okay, I'm biased because I don't really like Jeezy like that. So
Kanye.
I would take Jeezy off, but I'm realistic enough to know just Jeezy sold more. Excuse me, he sold more, and he probably had a bigger impact than Jada did at that point in time. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm a Jada fan, and if I was to go at somebody to take off, it probably would be Jeezy too. But I don't think for the 2000s his impact was that
it
big
wasn't.
for as Jeezy, because Jeezy came in.
Jada, he's
he-
so consistent,
Yeah.
but he ain't never had like the big one.
Yeah,
That time,
Jeezy
like-
changed the school system.
That's a fact. I definitely got suspended for a snowman shirt.
For a
Swear to
t-shirt.
God. Swear that
The
snowman
t-shirt
shirt
meant so
got niggas
much
kicked
more.
all the way out, bro.
I got suspended for that. Me and all my homies.
facts.
Cameron.
Oh shit! Hold on. Go back to the list. No, I got the out. That was Dipset. That was a group.
No, Cameron had solos though.
So
He has
they were a group. They were a
Purple
group.
Haze,
And
Killer Season,
they were on that too.
SDE.
They were on that too.
You're gonna have him on
It's
feature,
his,
but his biggest
but-
songs is him.
But they're on a
No,
group.
no.
They're a group though.
No.
Listen, if you want to put them somewhere, tell me who you taking off. Good, that's your man.
That is my man.
Yeah, good. Tell me who you taking off.
Man, damn.
Somebody said they would take 50 off for Jada.
And I think you drunk. Whoever said that is drunk as hell.
Man,
Now, telling me you
stop
drunk.
that shit. No, stop that.
Say your
Stop it.
uncle we drunk.
Put the Henny down.
whatever.
I know you. I know
Son,
you
that's the
love
big
Jada.
hitty too. He
I
got
know-
the big joint.
Oh, he gets the big.
Yeah, he got the big joint too. He crazy.
Wait, dude. Killer gotta go on the 2000s.
I'll take Killer off for Jeezy. I'll take Jeezy off for Killer. And that's not even me being biased to Jeezy. I genuinely think that Cam sold more and had a bigger impact in the 2000s than Jeezy. Tell me
How
I'm
you
lying.
feel?
Tell me I'm lying.
to.
I gotta go with that.
You take
I
Jesus
got
off for
to.
Cam?
and it pains me because I remember them days. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but I
but-
also remember
but Killer-
Dipset,
Yeah,
pink bandanas,
yeah.
niggas having wave
Everybody
caps
wearing
with a
pink,
bandana.
You feel me?
Niggas had like 6 hats on. Like,
You
stop
feel
playing
me?
with us.
the little studding and everything.
Niggas was wearing studs this big
Big.
with a wave cap
Nah,
on, with
I
a
got
baseball hat over their wave cap. Yeah, like we was
you got
doing
Ye.
that.
The first time I ever heard Kanye was on Killer.
Facts. I know you're talking about.
I
All right, so
I got you.
Jeezy coming off the list.
Yeah.
damn. Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some feet. I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
Customer
So
respect.
this next person, we see what y'all feel about this one. Game.
We might have to revisit the list because that's somebody else I don't care for, but I will not deny how big he was. Had It to Love It might have been one of the biggest songs like of that time period. That whole documentary, that album was fucking crazy, bro.
But his impact don't pass these dudes though.
You don't think so?
He carried the West Coast.
It wasn't enough.
What?
Man, Atlanta owned the 2000s.
No.
Bro, Atlanta owned the 2000s.
The late 2000s, early 2010s. Yes,
the
the early 2000s was all New York, bro. The early 2000s was pure New York. Dipset, G Unit, fucking Jada Kid, the Locks and all them. Like the early 2000s was
from
fucking New York.
2000 to like 2003, 4.
You drunk as hell.
I'm
If you
dead
say
serious.
no to like 2006. When do you think that the Atlanta started taking off?
2004.
I think you drunk,
2005.
and I think you drunk as hell too.
That's when Jeezy came.
And I
that's
think
when
that's-
T.I.
and I
came.
think that you-
don't
Channel said
hold up.
that game had no hits.
What? Nah, you wow. But
Who said that?
Who said that? He ain't had no hits.
He had no hits.
Yo, we're blocking you. Cause like, what are you talking about?
Bruh,
Like,
stop it. He had
I'm
hits.
gonna
now.
block you.
Hold on, but look now. T.I. Wayne. Wayne is the South.
is he? You said Atlanta
Yeah.
first of all. You said Atlanta. Wayne is New Orleans.
He's New Orleans, but
You said Atlanta.
Atlanta. T.I.
You said Atlanta.
Listen, okay, so
Actually, no.
T.I.
I can't even lie.
T.I.
I'm sitting here
Jeezy.
thinking about it. You right. The New York run definitely ended after the 50 run died down around like 2005. You
Yeah.
right. I ain't gonna trip about it.
Unc said
Definitely,
2000, 2006 New York run.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
It ended about 2004, 2005.
But nah, 2005, 2006. That's when they started to slow down. We only had a few at that point.
All right.
Everybody else kind of like,
All right. So we back in the 2000. Who would Common?
no, hell no.
What?
Ooh, y'all don't. Y'all
Y'all
that's
sit
how
down.
Listen,
No, I know who's not who. I know
No,
who
no,
put
no,
that
no,
in
no,
there.
no. It was honorable mention out here.
Yeah,
First,
no,
seriously.
hell no.
Okay.
I like him.
We like him, but you don't take nobody off
But it's
that.
an honorable mention.
Yeah. It was honorable. Pusha T.
No. And I like Pusha.
I hate that nigga.
Lupe for yes.
God,
Lupe.
no,
That ain't 2010s?
No, that's still 2000.
that's late 2000.
That's still, yeah,
That's like 2006,
nine,
nine.
yeah.
The honorable mention got
Kid
to
Push?
yeah,
Kid Push came out.
yeah, they got six. They got him in six. They got him in
He definitely
2006.
Nah, that's a Kanye baby. Nah, he don't come though. You know,
He's not taking nobody's spot.
at all.
Let me see if I got anybody new up here. They got honorable mention. Otherwise, I think I really kind of
I gotta
put
well,
everybody.
if it ain't on there, I gotta speak
Okay.
this, I gotta speak this truth.
Honorable mention. Two people. We're gonna see where we going. Now, this might be some bias. What's the name for y'all? This is they saying that these are honorable mention for the late 2000. Drake.
No.
If we're no, yes,
Drake
we do.
gonna go on
If we're
2000s.
putting no, if we're gonna put Nicki, we cannot not put Drake. So Far Gone came out in what, 2008, 2007?
Yeah, 2008. So they got
cannot
they
not put
got
him.
him around the 2009 era. So you saying he can't replace nobody on that? He can't replace nobody on that list
Yes,
right
he
now.
can.
Not for the whole 2000s,
Bro, if
I
we're
can't-
gonna put Nicki,
2000 to 2010. No,
bro,
Listen,
if we're gonna put
So
Nicki
Far Gone
for
was cool,
2008,
but Drake didn't take over to the 2010s. I'm sorry. Like, yes, that mixtape was fire.
if we're gonna
It is
put
fire.
Nicki, how do we not put
because
Drake?
because
This
it
is
isn't that
separate.
much. It ain't that much competition.
And
That's
for
how she
Nicki.
got on.
Hold
there.
on, but
That's how she got on.
but prior to us making this
and
stamp,
then she came in 2007.
but prior to us making this stamp,
she came
what
in
did we say
2000.
though?
But
What
she
did-
came in 2007.
Listen,
That's 3 years.
before we stamped it and said
What?
nobody got in order for them to get on, they got to take somebody off. What I said? I said if we put Nicki, remember I said that. I said if we put Nicki, there's somebody else that gotta
Nicki
go.
came before that. She came
She
before
came
Drake.
in 2000. No, she didn't.
Bro,
Drake
she
so
been
far
out
gone.
since 2007.
And Drake So Far Gone dropped in 2008. His first mixtape that they went on the tour on,
Bro,
came out in 2007.
I'm
2008.
sorry.
Best I ever had-
Nobody was.
Best I Ever Had was on the charts. Irreplaceable
no.
Girl with Trey Songz was on the charts. He
No.
had chart topping songs.
He
though.
not taking nobody off though.
Okay.
Who on the list?
That Drake.
Who on the
Not
list?
that
Who on the
Drake.
list?
Hold
Who
up.
on the list?
M, Jay-Z, 50,
shit.
T.I.,
All right.
Cameron, Weezy. Yay.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
All I'm saying is he can't.
Yeah, he's not
take
taking
no-
nobody out. I still think that he should be on it, but I wouldn't take nobody
and
involved.
then not that Drake. That's the infant Drake.
Still
You-
the biggest selling mixtape ever. But
and then-
This next-
we'll talk about that later.
the next one for the almost round out the 2000 to 2010 is going to be Gucci.
My dog.
that's not fair because if he would have came up first, I'd have took Jeezy off of him. But now that he on, I don't know who the fuck he taking off. Who would?
And then the last
I'm
the
a
last
big Gucci fan, but who's he taking off?
Listen.
Rico trying to find somebody to take off.
Oh, I'm adding WAP.
See, that's
I'm adding WAP.
So now you want to ask somebody.
No, I'm saying for me,
Yeah. See, I said there's gonna be a bias. I knew you was gonna say it was to be biased. See, it's kind of rough. See,
Hey,
see,
listen,
the
for me,
difference.
listen, but hold up, for me,
Yeah.
oh, T.I. could go for Gucci.
100%. But
Oh, that's
it wouldn't be.
cool.
But it wouldn't be realistic though.
Why?
Preference wise, yes. Sales wise, because he would have bigger.
Yeah,
he has a bigger impact than T.I. street wise.
Okay, but like I said,
Sales
we're
wouldn't-
still under that umbrella of top tier. Remember that.
Facts.
Always remember we on the top tier. It's not. These are not biased. Were they top tier for that era?
I would have to say because
He was more top tier than T.I.
We set a criteria at
Yeah.
the beginning of this, and we said impact and sales
Sales.
have to match it.
Yeah.
His sales don't match it, but his impact does.
Yeah, so
You
he
could-
was- so he's
now
missing one.
So
Yeah,
now we're splitting hairs
yeah.
now. T.I. had both.
Yeah.
His impact was not as big as Gucci's to me.
Yeah.
But no, his numbers outweigh his by a million. Like you can't argue with that.
Okay.
But I do like him better than
All right. So are we gonna do a 2010 to 2020 list?
hell yeah.
Okay.
I could do that off the top of my head too.
Okay.
We up.
Hold on. How does Nelly not get an
Holy
honorable
shit.
mention? That is crazy.
Whoa.
Impact in sales, Nelly should be on. At least
Country Grammar was one of the biggest selling albums.
Listen, I've been waiting on it.
They saying consider it as top tier. He might have been one of the biggest selling albums, but
But he
years
got platinum albums.
yeah.
But if we're saying top tier is impact and sales throughout that period of time, you're drunk if you don't have Nelly up there.
That's what I'm
Whether
saying,
you
like-
like them or not, Hot in Here and all of that,
Listen,
Air Force
okay,
Ones,
so-
that's
okay.
crazy.
The list aside, I feel like all three of us agree he should be on the list without taking somebody's spot. I can't think
cannot
of the
tell the
2000s
story
without
without him.
Nelly.
You
You
can't
can't
do it. You're saying you can't do nothing without Nelly in 2000.
No,
No.
you cannot have the
You
story.
took away
of
all his
2000.
music. Took away all his music in 2000. It's not.
Hot
It ain't
in
gonna never
Here,
get hot in
Country-
here again.
Hot in Here.
It ain't
fucking.
it ain't gonna never get hot in here again. It's cold
That's
forever.
something in my Air Force.
Force
That's
One.
what everybody went to pair was, bro.
No, bro, you
Stop
can't.
playing,
You
bro.
cannot. You
man.
cannot.
You can't-
Nelly has to be added on this list.
All right, Adam.
That's crazy.
Hey,
That's
hold on,
that's
hold on.
one of the ones we
Hold on,
all agree on.
I want
100%.
a group unison. He gets added, right?
Definitely, and we're not taking nobody off.
Okay.
Nelly, go.
Listen, I've been waiting. I'm like, how is Nelly? I was like, damn, who I'm gonna take off? Because Nelly got to be at least an honorable mention.
we have a little technical difficulties on my camera. My camera got me frozen up here. All right, but hey,
yours is?
yeah. But we're gonna continue on. Hey, so we're gonna go with 2010s. 2010s to start off the 2010s. Kanye bleeded in there into the 2010s.
He was still B.
Yeah, he still was good. But we're gonna mention
That's when his best came.
But the honorable mention for the 2010s was Rick Ross
How the hell is he an honorable mention?
for 2010.
I want to see who the fuck they got on this.
Oh,
this top 10 list.
I know he should be on this.
Hold on,
Give me the list first.
Yeah, that's crazy.
2011, Drake.
Drake, you don't got to tell me because I know he's gonna be up there like 3 more times.
Probably.
Drake. Period.
Hold on. So we got
Drake.
We got Drake and
2010
who?
till now is Drake.
Drake or Rick Ross. Rick Ross is also honorable mention for that one too.
Put him up there.
Oh, so you
Rick Ross-
got Drake for the two. I mean, you got Ross for the 2010s.
No, he's an honorable mention.
He's an honorable mention for 2010.
Okay, so we get to the honorable mention last. Who?
I know, but I'm just I'm running behind.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We need to put him on it now because who?
No.
Okay,
Just
that's
go.
crazy.
Don't say. Give me the list.
Okay, just give me the
that's
list.
crazy.
Okay, so we got Drake twice back to back.
So one Drake. He only going once.
Yeah, only going there once. We got Drake. We got K. Dot.
Oh yes, of
Yeah,
course.
definitely. And that's not an argument nowhere.
And then first time ever, they got Nicki Minaj infiltrating the males list
That's how big she was.
in the 2000.
That's and I don't got no problem with it neither. Cause she outsold most of them niggas.
Hold on. So do she take 2 spots? Nah, she can't take 2
But
spots.
how many female? Okay, but do we have a good amount of female rappers for the 2010? Do we have a couple?
I don't know. I gotta look at the list. I ain't looking
Yeah,
at
I
it.
don't. All right, we'll wait. We'll hold off on
that.
Nicki.
We'll
But
hold that.
yeah, because we know guaranteed she's on the female list.
Yeah.
And Drake hits the list again and again and again. So we know that already.
Yeah, of course.
We got 2016. Let me go back.
And they said Drake was 2010, 11, 12.
That's why I said he couldn't be the 2000s.
Yeah, you right.
You feel me?
He was
They got
wild.
K Dot twice.
He only go once, and that's my guy.
Chance the Rapper.
No. Because what's Chance the Rapper? Because I don't think people realize how long his ass was out before he got a look. Because he was out for a while with that acid rap shit. He was out for a long time before he switched up, became Jesus, and started that thing. But and that didn't even last long.
That coloring book.
Yeah, that coloring book was terrible.
You think it was?
No. What was the second album? The second one. Coloring book was the good one. Then there was another one after that was fucking terrible.
Was that his last album?
Yeah, he put
The
out
last
one
one was
up.
terrible. Whatever his last.
I know Coloring Book was the first one he put out when he changed his whole style to the other way. That was fire,
Coloring Book.
and then everything after that was garbage.
All right, so K Dot was 2017. 2018 is Pusha T.
No, hell no. That's so insulting. Like
when you say
how?
top tier, my mind just won't let me
certain people just can't be up
I
there.
rock with you as an artist.
As the 2010s, 2019, The Baby.
The baby.
The Baby. The Baby.
No. Hold on.
Was he top?
Okay,
top
here,
for 2007?
because now,
That man is
but okay,
top
but
tier.
there's so many names that didn't get because of the way that the list is set up,
Yeah,
where
I don't-
they only
yeah,
say
I
the
don't-
top
don't say
selling.
that. I don't agree
It
with
cuts
that
out
part, yeah.
because
It cuts out. Yeah, I
because
mean,
when you
it's
have a
some people
nigga,
listen,
because
yeah.
you have a nigga like Drake who
Yeah.
literally dominated the entire decade.
Yeah,
It
almost.
kind of fucks it
Because-
up
yeah,
for the
because
other
we-
names.
Hold on, but when did Watch the Throne drop?
Yeah, you get what I'm
You see
saying?
what I'm saying? 'Cause
Because
it's
that was
albums
also
that
another.
still
Yeah,
Then
I
we
mean,
got-
but I mean,
we didn't say J. Cole. How the fuck did we not say? You get what I'm saying?
Let me go. Let me
Oh,
get
my
there,
bad, my
man.
bad. But you're gonna say like when I
Yeah.
just say it's just like so many names that get left off because Drake was wilding for so long on niggas.
Mhm.
It was a lot of niggas that got left off.
I ain't gonna lie, I was listening
Hey.
to Drake all day today at work,
Bro, it's just
and I
like
got off so early.
because there's so many different vibes you can be in when you play the certain shit. Like
Little Baby. He rounds off on 2010s.
I can't put him in
for
2010
for 2020.
No.
Yeah, for 2020. For 2000, that's the 2010.
Oh,
That's
2020, he ran all
2000
that
from
shit.
2010 to
but okay.
2020.
But okay,
But it should end at 2019. Though.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
okay, so
'cause-
2019, that was it. The Baby then.
yeah, because
Now-
Lil Baby
Now,
wouldn't have been.
now listen. Now the honorable mention up here is J. Cole's.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's.
I can't agree as an honorable mention though.
That's crazy.
That's
He has to be.
I mean, you can put him on the list. I mean, it's up to y'all what you want to do.
Hell yeah, he's on the list. Like one of the other things over there. He wasn't black though.
You got to put him back in the shop.
He was beige. He was,
But,
he was like a beige ass nigga.
Rico back in.
Waffle color nigga. I call him.
Hey, sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, guys. You're stupid. We had a little technical difficulties with our cameras and stuff, so we forgive you. We had to go off real quick and come back in. So the 2010s, man. What's your list? So go ahead, tell me what your list is, and then I'm gonna mention some stuff real quick, and I'm gonna
Drake,
okay,
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Ross, Thug, Future, Meek Mill, The Baby.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go into the comments with people sharing their comments and stuff. All right. Shantuan said T-Pain. So where's T-Pain at as an honorable mention? Because is he on the list?
No.
Which
is crazy. He's definitely honorable mention, but
he is a game changer.
He is, but the list is so strong. Who do you take off?
And what part of what era would it be though? 2000?
That'll be 2000.
2000,
definitely 2000.
So
it has to be 2000.
It has to be 2000.
But it bleeds into 2010s, but not his biggest years were 6. Because I think I'm in love with. I'm Sprung came out like 2005, 2006. Yeah, so his biggest stuff came. And then he kind of went pop for a little bit, but it would bleed into 2010s. But
definitely
his biggest years
05,
Because he did
506 to
he did all that shit
2010.
with Wayne,
Yeah.
2008. Now,
The
yeah, he
T-Wayne
was,
tour and all that.
yeah, like he
Oh,
was
wait.
very big.
T-Pain is definitely up there.
He's an honorable mention, but it's just the lists are so strong. Is how do you take one of these people off of him though?
Because we already did one where we was like, we added Nelly.
Somebody said Pop Smoke
No,
2010s,
No.
20s.
no.
They did my boy dirty.
No,
he was on his way.
Yeah, I'm one of
He
the
was on
biggest
his way.
fans of him. I listen to everything he put out. All of it was fire. His old stuff was really fire to me. Nah, just off the strength of the list. Who do
So
you take
2000,
off?
I would add him to 2000. I'm at 2020. I am 2020.
Okay, I wouldn't argue with that, but
for
It's not enough. Yeah,
the
well, we're
teens,
only in 21 right now.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
so it's like for the 2010 to 2019. No, I don't
Alright.
think. Yeah, I don't think he did enough to replace one of them niggas.
Okay, so we got our list. Do we need to do a female right for 2010s? Right? Yeah, that's what we had to do.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna do a 2010.
Don't tell me, Nick. We're gonna just keep.
So we kind of know off a hand already, like who it's gonna be.
Young M.A.
Yeah, Young and May,
And that's
Cardi
not even an
B,
argument. That's not an argument either.
Nicki,
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion.
for the
2010.
She came out in like 2017.
2010s. That's 2010s.
Came out. I mean, she's so big, you kind of have to do her. You have to do her. But like, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that she really just dropped. But it's just like it's not enough to leave her off the list.
I mean, from the beginning though, she. What's the other name that she used sometime?
She has another name.
Yeah, Tina Snow.
Yeah.
Ever since that, like she's just been.
Yo, I never heard of that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, Tina
Nah,
Snow
you
was
heard
like
the
a
songs, but you ain't never heard.
yeah.
That's like
That's like her. Yeah, that was
She got like an alter ego type shit, like Beyonce with that Sasha Fierce shit.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that sounded so fucking creepy, bro. That sounded so creepy.
He said, I love it.
Word,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. Like,
Yeah.
What?
As big of a Jay-Z fan I am, like he got to keep his wife away from him. I'm a sliding.
Buzz, you sound like a whole stalker, bro. Like that's not healthy.
I'm waiting.
Yo, Beyonce though, she's all right.
What?
She's all right. I've seen the person. I've seen her in person. She has grown. She's all right. She's not top tier for me as a female. If we since we on the topic top
What
tier.
needs to be? Hold on.
Listen, she's not top tier for me.
She's worth $500 million.
Okay, that's the money. That's the
beautiful.
money. That's the money wise.
Listen,
So
Listen.
Oprah top tier.
What-
You know why?
Hold on,
Hold on, what did her? Hold on. What did her husband say? You ain't never seen no ugly billionaire.
You're right.
Exactly.
No, I didn't say.
Nail Oprah to the wall. Stop playing. What?
I didn't say.
Billy will
I didn't
change
say she
your
was.
mind.
I didn't say she was
You went-
ugly.
you went
So
very
okay.
far
So if you had a choice, Rihanna or Beyonce?
Rihanna's worth $1 billion.
I know. I'm just saying though. You said.
Ask me about a Rihanna that's worth $10 and the Beyonce that's worth $500 million.
So money changes.
Yes.
Okay.
I
It
take an
changes-
ugly bitch with a bag.
Alright.
And you
Hold
pretty
on,
bitches be broke.
It changes
You
for
pretty ones be
it
broke.
changes for us. So, hey, dog.
You're right. You're right. All right. So let's get back to this top tier thing. That was a quick comical thing right there. All right. So we got our artist. What's the name? So my first question is this, and then we're gonna end it on this last question, and we're gonna get up out of here. First question is this, based off of all four, because we did 4 decades. We did 80s, 90s, 2000, and 2010s. Based off of that, you have to give me 5. Because we did 4 decades or 5. We did four, but we're gonna go 4 in an honorable mention. Top tier artists. 1 from each decade. You give me a list. What's the list? Give me. Okay, I gotta say it.
I got Drake for the 2010s. I got Wayne for the 2000s. I got Biggie for the 90s. And I'll take LL Cool J for the 80s.
What's your list?
I'm gonna go with Rakim. 90s.
Yeah, they had some hitters in the 90s.
For the 90s, I'm gonna double back on my 90s.
I don't know why he
Did you mention honorable mention?
honorable mention DMX, my favorite outrider.
Oh, we get an honorable mention.
Yeah, it's
Well,
four an honorable mention.
well, let's
Yeah.
go back.
Okay.
For an honorable mention.
Four an honorable mention.
We're gonna go back. Let's go back to the 80s. We're still gonna stick with Rakim. For the 90s, I can't go without Biggie since I get an honorable mention. 2000s, Weezy. F baby. And the 2010, it's hard to go against Drake.
It's impossible to go against Drake. If you're not saying Kendrick or J. Cole, I don't see how you don't say Drake.
It's hard to go against Drake. But I gotta go with K Dot.
Okay.
That's the only way.
And my honorable mention, just because I can't leave my guy off the list. You see, I'm still scrolling. Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure. Jay-Z.
Okay.
I was making sure. I couldn't resist. I was like, hold on.
It only makes sense though.
Yeah, that does. Okay, so then my last question, then we up out of here.
Oh, and Nicki, all over females.
Okay,
Scratch that. I'm taking Biggie. I'm taking Biggie off. And I'm putting Jay-Z in the place of Biggie. Cause as much as because I need Jay-Z on my list because I fuck with who crazy. Nah, I'm gonna leave Biggie because that's the 90s. I gotta have him for the 90s. All right, cool. My females though, Nicki is. I don't even understand how that's any thought about it. But yeah, Nicki, your list.
My list 80s. We got who we had 80s. Got to remember because I ain't got it written down in front of me. So what is it?
LL, KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy King, Slick Rick, MC Light.
Big Daddy Kane. No, wrong. I'm sorry. Rakim from the 80s.
Okay.
90s. What you got for 90s?
DMX, Uncle Snoop, Nas, Biggie, Pop, Jay-Z.
Hove.
2000s, M, Hove, 50, T.I., Killer Cam, Weezy F Baby, Yeezy, and Nelly. Eve, Trina, and Nicki.
And that's the what? That's the 2000?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 2000 ended up getting hard too.
Yeah, it got some hitters.
It was easy for me because of Wayne.
Even for the female. And that's what I said the same thing. Wayne just trying to, once you say Wayne name, like that was the 2000s nigga. But them females kind of hard too though from 2000s.
You say I got to pick one from the 2000s. I'm going with, damn. You said, who else was in that list again?
Eminem,
I fucked
Jay-Z, 50 Cent,
Okay.
T.I., Killer Cam. That's Cameron for y'all that don't know. Weezy F Baby. That's Lil Wayne. I ain't explain that no more. Kanye. Nelly.
That's
I'm going with Weezy.
That's a
I'm
hell of a
going
fucking
with
list,
Weezy with that one too. 2010s, what is it?
Drake.
drinking more drink.
Kendrick Lamar. The Baby. J. Cole. Rick Ross. Young Thug. And Future.
I'm gonna be biased J. Cole because I like I said I love J. Cole, so I'm know what's name. And then my honorable mention, ooh,
And all up for females, Nicki, Young M.A., Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean my girl ain't up there, so Nicki.
Who's your girl?
Remy Ma.
All right, bro. Go ahead, bro. Who's your honorable mention, bro? We got time for this.
Oh man, my honorable mention always and always will be honorable mention. Not on the list. Jada Kiss. I'm sorry, he didn't make the list.
No, he ain't on the list.
But
Yeah,
he's an honorable mention.
No, he's honorable mention from the list.
Okay, all right, from the list.
I'm
From the list. From the list.
You know I ain't gonna leave Waffle.
So
Word, if we could do that.
All right, from the list, it's gonna be Biggie. It'll be Biggie honorable mention. That's definitely what it would be. All right, so my last question for the night. Then, like I said, we're gonna head up out of here. You know, like I said, this has been a great podcast. Like I said, that was we talked about it, and like I said, you gotta wait till these next ones come up because this next week gonna be something serious because you gotta hear this topic. I ain't gonna say nothing until after the show to the fellas so they can study for the week. So since we got all them top tiers from four different decades.
I know you about to ask a question. I think you about to ask.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Who gonna win?
Who gonna win what?
They
What decade would win?
If that decade versus decade, who will win out them list? Now mention, you know who you got your list right there, right?
Yeah.
Who will win?
Hold on. Okay.
80s versus 90s, 90s versus 2000, 2010.
Let's talk about it then.
Okay, we talk about it.
What we doing? Is this based off of skill level of rapping?
I mean,
is this based off like what we basing this win off of?
Can they use their whole discography?
Yeah, they use a whole discount.
2010s.
2000.
2010s.
So you feel 2000 will win all of it. All beat the 80s, beat the 90s. You said 2010s will beat the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. And you said the 2000s.
Yeah.
Will beat
I'm
the
drunk
will beat the
as hell.
80s,
Whoa.
the 90s.
No. Don't backtrack.
No, wait. Oh, hell no.
Hold on.
Not backtrack.
Hold on. To clear up everything, we're gonna do this. Read the list of the 80s. Yeah, read the list of the 80s. Read the list of the 80s.
Just do that.
Hey, everybody, hold on. Before you start. Everybody in the chat, if you listening or whatever, he's gonna read the list of who we thought was the top tiers for the 80s, the top tiers for the 90s, top tiers for the 2000s, and top tiers for the 2010s. And I want your answers in the chat of who you would think will win if they all verse each other. Go ahead, Rico. This is the list for the 80s first. Go ahead.
All right, so for the 80s babies, we're gonna start this thing off the right way. You already know it's your boy LL Cool J. You got KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick the Ruler, MC Light.
That's the 8 now. That's the 80s.
Your 80s.
That's the 80s. Okay.
They losing.
All right, so we're gonna speed it up a little bit. We're going to the 90s. It's your boy X, R.I.P. We got Snoop Dogg, Nas, Biggie, Tupac Shakur, Jay-Z. For the ladies, we got Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Lauryn Hill, Missy, and Eve to round it out the 90s.
Okay.
2000s. Eminem, aka Slim Shady, Jay-Z, aka Hove, 50, Mother Cent, T.I., P. Killer Cam, Weezy F Baby, Yeezy, aka Kanye, Ye, however you want to put it, you know who it is, and Nelly for the ladies. I know y'all watching. We got Eve, Trina, and Nicki rounding out the 2000s. Now the 2010s and beyond, Drake. Had to put him on silence after that. We got K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar. We got DaBaby, J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina representative. I said DaBaby too.
Yeah.
Okay. Rick Ross. Listen.
All right. Now,
We got two more.
Okay.
Young Thug and Future.
Okay. So now in the chat, put who you think will win from the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, and then I'm gonna read yours after I get the tables. The tables who they pick.
He already said who he said.
We start off. Hey,
you gotta stand on your morals.
Lucky Luce, who you picking?
Lucky Luciano picks the 2000s. Listen, I said 2010s real quick, and I fucking forgot who the fuck was on the 2000s list.
Okay,
and like once he said them names, shit got a little fuzzy. 2000s is smacking the shit out of all of them.
Who you picking?
2000s.
Yeah, easy money too. That's crazy.
In the chat, we got Angelique, and she says 90s all the way.
Respectfully, no.
Listen, I was rocking with you all night, baby. I was rocking with you all night, and it's still love.
Anybody else in the chat got say anything to say? Who you going with?
No.
Hey,
listen, the 2000s is so untouchable, bro. Like, you realize you have the complete discography of Jay-Z, Kanye, Lil Wayne, T.I. What?
Oh, you don't got all Kanye.
But look what you have, though.
You got
College Dropout. You still got.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got the purest.
119 Media says 90s.
He
got
old.
two people rocking for 90s.
But old people.
Listen,
hey, can't call our fans old, man. Hold on. Angelina said,
listen, y'all, listen. The 90s is lit. We not. Come on,
so.
listen.
We gave props to the 90s all night.
50, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Lil Wayne all. Forget everybody else before you add everybody else. That's who you got in
that
the 2000s.
lineup itself is ridiculous.
So
bro.
Let's think about it. I'm gonna put it like this. This is how I like to put it when I'm talking music to other people. So if these was the lineup for the concerts in their purest form, that bet this time frame, who you going to see?
Old people like old people. They probably going to see the old people.
I would love to see Lauryn Hill. but I can't go see Lauryn Hill.
I would love to see Biggie.
Angela
But
Yee,
at the end of the day,
she said, "Nah, I disagree. The '90s still.
Son,
She said, I lived through all the
50
decades."
Cent, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Kanye, like, bro,
It's so
that
much.
shit might break the internet. They go on a stage together, bro.
It's just,
Like,
it's
what?
just so much style in that time. Like the '90s is lit though. You can't just. So we all
And I
agree the
still
80s,
think-
the
and I
80s
still
getting
think-
smacked.
I don't think they're getting smacked.
They getting,
They getting smacked.
they're
The
getting
'90s gonna smack the '80s,
hard too.
and then the 2000s gonna like.
They disrespecting the shit out of
So
them.
the '90s Jay-Z versus the 2000s.
But I think the
Jay-Z.
'90s Jay-Z will put up a good fight. The '90s though will put up a good fight.
Oh, they gonna put up a
Very good fight.
You got
Actually, I think the '90s will put up a bigger fight than the 2000s if I'm thinking about it. Because think about it though. Yeah, in my mind, I think that the '90s will put up a much bigger fight than 2000.
Yeah, and I got your back. Yeah, who you calling old brother? Who
Hey,
you calling old brother?
hey,
All these old niggas. I love old people, but you know, you gotta call them what you call them.
hey.
I can't wait to get old. You tweet like y'all take it like a bad thing. I can't wait to get old.
Hey, like I said, this was another great episode. Like I said, when I told y'all when we started this, it's gonna start getting fire. It's gonna start getting better. It's gonna start getting bigger. Like I said, we got a party coming up. We got some guest interviews that's coming up. We got some people that we trying to get here at the studio, so we get to do what we got to do. Listen, this is just the tip. Listen, I'm so way advanced ahead of this thing, man. I'm already up to 50 episodes already in my list already, and you don't understand what we about to do with this Nights of the Round Table thing.
And when we start saying y'all local artists, give us some music and we gonna review it, y'all better be ready because it's coming. We're gonna start asking for y'all to send up some new music, some samples y'all got, and we're gonna play it for the audience. And don't be scared. Y'all was scared to rap for the intro. Don't be scared to send that music up here.
Hey, like I said, another great episode. I can't complain about it. Like I said, I got some stuff. We definitely got some more to talk about. We definitely gonna touch on a lot of more subjects. But let's go around the table and let them reintroduce themselves left to the right. Let's go, co-hostess.
I mean, just in case you forgot, it's your boy Rico House Party. It ain't no party if I ain't in the house. Listen, when we put this event together, I want to see all y'all faces. I want y'all to come back, give us some feedback, and make sure y'all going on to the YouTube page on 119 Media Group. Like, comment, share, but also the most important thing, you subscribe. Yeah. We here every Wednesday.
It's your boy Lucky Luciano, man. Respect the youth. I love all you old niggas. Hey, Angeline, we love y'all old people, man.
Hey, once again, like I said, this is T, aka Tori, aka DJ Not Famous. I'm still in the back room of my home right now, just mixing up some music because I love the music thing. I play it all, whatever it is, and like the piggyback off of what Rico said. Look, go to YouTube, watch us live, subscribe to 119 Media. Like I said, share, tell your friend, tell them somebody. We're here every Wednesday, man. Like I said, even if you don't get to see us live, just subscribe and just watch us and tell your other friends. Look, we talk about all types of music. We talk about hip hop. We talk about and it's a different direction. It ain't the same old. We're gonna add a little comedy to it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be whatever. But we're gonna these are our opinions. We want to get the chat involved. We want people to get in the chat and what's saying. So tell your friends and tell people like, hey, yo, check them out. Yo, they really trying to do something. Like I said, when it come that time when we start asking for that music, tell them we're having these parties, these events. Like we trying to get out to the community too. It's not just gonna be all party. Like we trying to do stuff too. We trying to get ready to start doing stuff for the kids and everything too. You know, so by this time next year, man, we're gonna be on another level. So once again, thank you for tuning in. If you listen to it later on, hey, check us out live on like I said, on Wednesdays, YouTube Live. We know we trying to move away from Facebook. So as soon as we're just going to be YouTube Live and check us out. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the Knights at the round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound, if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no wretched. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock when it drop and move earth. Blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. Winner looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.